How are you today? Hard to imagine that it's been nearly 1 year of deep, fulfilling sleep since I last saw you. I trust you've also been sleeping well, looking ever so forward to our reintroduction. It begins to feel inevitable, does it not? Preordained, written in stone, or perhaps in a medium that's even more unbreakable. I believe I'm ready for our feast. I feel almost certain that you are as well, ready to be at peace, quite sanguine, utterly relaxed. You see, the thing I may not have shared before about being a vampire, although you are timeless, without age, there can be things that you forget. I will prepare for our feast, but you'll have to forgive me if I move quite slowly. You see that as I've slept and rejuvenated myself, certain tasks have slipped my mind, even the most simple ones. Of course, the more primal urges never go away. Now, to prepare myself and yourself as well, not meaning to disregard your needs, I have a few things prepared, certain artifacts laid out for us, for our time together. The first thing I like to do is to subtly set the mood for feasting. What could be more celebratory and in the same moment relaxing than a nice pumpkin spice scented candle? It's the season, you know. All that I need to do is to... there we have it. Now I just need to... good. And of course the next step is to just bring the flame to the wick. How lovely it is. The melted wax. I wonder, have I been using this candle now for centuries, or has it been millennia? Has pumpkin spice been a thing for millennia? Would be the follow-up question. I need only to light the flame. How lovely it burns. Bring the flame to the wick. It's a two-step process really, in which I begin in this way. How strange. Now I make, of course, a click, and then I bring the flame to the wick. A bit closer. Well, moving on perhaps. Of course, some of my relics are rather modern, but many are as timeless as myself. This one, a boar bristle brush from a boar that I had slain with my own hands such a long time ago, before one could simply wander into Sprouts to get one's boar bristle brushes. Now, I did want to tidy my appearance as I've just woken up with bedhead, or perhaps you might say casket head. Tomb hair might be more appropriate. Now I hold the bristle brush, of course, easy enough, and then I bring it to my hair, just, of course I have the bristle brush, lovely wooden backing. Now I caress the bristles, removing stray blonde hairs, and I scratch the bristles, and then I'm missing a step, I think. I caress the bristles, then I grasp the brush, of course, and then well, now with this bristle brush, lovely, satisfying to scratch and to hold. I want to tidy myself, so I grasp the base, work my fingers through my hair, and then well, something's missing there, but who could ever guess what that something might be? Of course, many of my relics, many of the things around my home, in fact, are thousands upon thousands of years old, like myself. But I do have some newfangled inventions. It might surprise you to know that I have a phone that I would like to charge. I don't find it too disrespectful of the dearly departed of the world to take a quick selfie with them. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a little documentation of your final crossover. And as it has been quite some time, well, for one thing, I feel quite sure that I've missed several iPhone upgrades, but for another, I find my phone has run itself entirely out of battery. So now I have this charging strip, a surge protector, the nice man at Best Buy called it, and of course a very long charging cable that can reach all the way to my tomb. And now I have only to find a slot, correct? And so I take this bit and then I'm sure I take this bit and I place it. Oh, that doesn't seem right at all. I'm going to... No, I'm sure I'm going to... I think I remove and then I place... That's hardly achieving anything. I'm sure I replace this. And then I go right ahead and maybe in this. Maybe I have only to find the correct placement. If I move along softly. You know, I'm sure that the selfie can wait. We're going to have endless amounts of time after all. And I do like when I have company to take a moment to soften my appearance. I can be quite overwhelming at times. I'm aware. And what I like is to apply a little cosmetic. This one says it's plumping. I do love a nice plump specimen, so this might be quite delightful. I'm sure for this particular lip glaze, I'm sure I'm going to remove the outer covering. What a lovely shade. I feel confident that I could dispense just a little and see how it's coating the bristles of the applicator brush. And now I'm going to product ready to plump, and I need only two. Now certainly I take this product, I grasp onto it, and then I need to. Now then, what works best here, I think, is if I click the product to the end, and then I'll go right ahead. You know, I might like to go ahead too. It's funny to think that I might really like. How funny. Now I'm sure I've got enough of this little lip glaze on the brush. I'm only going to bring it to my lips, of course, and I am, after all, flawless, so perhaps that was a waste of time to begin with. You yourself are very near to to perfection. I almost said protection. That's not exactly what's going on here, is it? Not quite. You have left yourself quite vulnerable, although it is nicely endearing how relaxed you've become, how ready for something more. You know, it might be that just a tiny bit of added relaxation gets you all the way to where you deserve to be. Now, let me just get this. I find the best way to relax is with just a little hypnosis. I have only to count the feathers, rhythmically apply them to your face. Now I need 5 feathers, which should be easy enough. I go ahead and I take 1, 2, 3. You know, perhaps I've started on the wrong side. If I just go ahead and take 1, 2, 3, 4. How strange. 5 feathers. Of course, that's what I need. So I have 1, 3. Oh, that isn't right, is it? I'll begin again with 1. Now I'll add on 2, 3, and then 4. Now I just needed 1 more, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. you presently are, I think it may just be perfect. There you go. 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 Now, are you quite ready for me to come closer? That's good.